Hey guys, Fintan here from Jams and Cloud. This week I wanted to take a look at the ASUS C436FA. Let's see the slide there behind me. We have been using this for about 6 months now, and I wanted to give you our pros and cons of the device and what we thought. So if you're interested, you know what to do. Stay tuned. So I wanted to go through our kind of top things that we loved about it. I'm not doing a full breakdown review with battery life and things like that. I'm just going to talk about my own opinion of having used it and being a user of Chromebooks and Chromebook devices and what I kind of think of it. Really, this is a high-end device aimed at companies that want, you know, a high-spec Chromebook. Chromebooks really started as that entry-level device, and they've moved away from that now into the more enterprise space. And so this is really who this is pitched at. Someone that wants to use this as their primary device for work, really, but obviously you could use it for consumer use as well. So our first thing is that it is super fast. I have a lot of Chrome tabs, and I mean a lot of Chrome tabs. I would often have 20 or 30 or 40 Chrome tabs open at any one time, possibly even more, and often in multiple windows, running multiple screens as well. I'll often be connected into this screen and maybe a second one and the laptop as well. This device was easily able to handle anything that I threw at it, including running video calls. I had challenges before with my old Mac Mini where when I would go on a Google Meet and I had lots of other stuff running, it just wasn't able to handle it. This device was easily able to handle whatever I did on it. So again, if you're looking for a really high spec device, this one is definitely gonna cut the mustard for you. So next up was the screen size, and the screen on this device is beautiful. It is super wide. You can see here it's got a really, really wide screen, and they've got this edge technology where with ASUS, they've gone right to the edge of the screen. And so on what would normally be the size of kind of a 13-inch device, they've actually fit a 14-inch screen in it. And really, really bright screen and very accurate color recreation as well, which for myself doing video editing and things like that is really, really important. For any of you that watch movies or things like that, again, this is really important. It's got a really decent battery life on it. I did see some complaints online of people saying they're only getting 6 hours out of it. We found we were generally getting 6, sometimes 8, 9 hours out of it. Really depended on the screen brightness, what you were doing, which is the case with most devices. We definitely found the battery life to be more than ample for what we were doing. Next up, I love the flip around. The fact that you can flip this device around and you know, use it as a tablet or do the kind of tent mode as they sometimes call it, where you can you know, put it in this sort of tent setup. I really like the flip around screens because you can use them in that tablet mode. Like that for me was very, very beneficial. And the stylus was excellent. I've seen a lot of different styluses on these type of devices. Some of them leave a lot to be desired. This one was very, very accurate. And I quite liked this little feature as well, where the SD card on the side also is the holder, magnetic holder for the stylus. So I thought those little things are a really nice touch and just make using the device that bit better. And then last up on the stuff that I liked was the speaker. So not only are there speakers along the side, so very small speakers on the side, there's also a full speaker bar along the top. And that made for some very, very impressive sound for music and for movies and videos. So very, very impressed with the sound bar. I think ASUS have kind of gone above and beyond on this. It is a Harman Kardon speaker as well, so a very impressive brand there too. And then the last one is the fingerprint login. So you can actually, once you set it up, you can actually use your fingerprint to log in. And this is starting to appear on a lot more devices now, and it's great to see it out on Chromebook devices. I think it's a much more secure way to log in, and obviously makes it super fast as well. You open up your device, you put your fingerprint on, and you're logged in within a few seconds. So they're the top things that we really liked about the device. I had two things. I found it difficult to find much that I didn't like about it, but I do have two things that frustrated me about it. One was that it could do with another USB-C port. This is a complaint that I have of actually most of the Chromebooks. You've got two USB-C ports, and that's it. On the side of my Mac here, I have two on either side. What I find is when I plug in the power and I have maybe some sort of extension or adapter that allows me to plug in like a HDMI and some other connectors, that's it. I've kind of run out of ports then. So if I need to plug in something else, I can end up having to kind of jerry-rig things or plug in another adapter that's got other USB-C ports on it. So I found that a little bit problematic from time to time. Now on this particular screen for me, it also charges whatever USB-C device I plug in, and that's fine. But if the screen you're plugging in doesn't charge it, then you can run into problems, because the USB-C is also a power port. So I kind of feel that if the power is also USB-C, then once you plug in the power, you've used up one. So that means you actually only have one left. But again, it's a complaint that I have with other ones like the Chromebook Pixel and stuff like that. But I do think that they need to look at maybe 3 or 4 really connectors for people who are connecting in screens and things like that. And then my last one was just the trackpad. The trackpad was okay. We found the keyboard excellent, good travel on it. Not as good as the Pixel. That is still my favorite keyboard of any device, including my MacBook. But the trackpad was decent enough, but not the best that we've used, definitely. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's update. Thanks again to ASUS for sending the device out for us to test out. We'll sadly have to send it back now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on LinkedIn. We also are on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook if you are on those platforms. And I will see you next week.